3 Asheville police officers are being credited for saving the lives of 2 people while responding to separate shootings.
Doctors say their training and what they did made all the difference.
And tonight they talked about those crucial moments with News 13's Anjali Patel.
When police are the first to arrive on the scene of a shooting and there's a victim in need of help, Asheville police say their job isn't just to serve and protect, but also to potentially save.
And we go up, see a guy in a truck who's obviously been shot in the leg.
Senior Asheville police officers Justin Lewis and Mackenzie Galyean were among the first officers to arrive on the scene of a July 3rd shooting on Atkinson Street. EMS wasn't there yet, so they went to work.
She sat there and went ahead and got the tourniquet applied, wrapping it in. She looked back at me and asked me to try to tighten it.
The tourniquet effectively neutralized the bleeding, according to a doctor. Learning to apply a tourniquet is part of routine training for these officers. But fortunately, it's not something they have to do every day. July 3rd was the first time Officer Lewis or Galyean had to put that training into action.
Someone has to do this like right now because this guy's life is on the line.
Lieutenant Brandon Moore found himself in a similar situation just a few days later on July 7th.
It was early in the morning. I was just on my way into work. Call came out, reference gunshot wound at the Walmart.
He and another lieutenant were the first to arrive and discovered a man bleeding in the bathroom after he'd been shot in the parking lot.
His pants, his shirt, and his underwear were soaked in that blood as well, so he had had a large amount of blood loss at that time.
They applied the tourniquet, stopping the bleeding. EMS arrived shortly afterward. Lieutenant Moore says administering aid like this is a part of policing that people don't always think about, but it reminds him and Officer Lewis and Galyean of why they chose this career.
I think all across the country there are stories like this that never get told. Many of us have some throughout our careers of instances when we've been a part of things that made us realize, hey, that's may have been a horrible day, but that's why I do this.
Helping any person I can makes this job worth it.
It's just another day on the job for us.
So far this year, Asheville police have responded to 311 calls for service involving shots fired. That's a little less than what they responded to through the same time period last year. And 6 people have died due to gunshot wounds in the city this year. That's the same amount we saw through the same time period last year.
An unusually high number of teachers are retiring in one mountain school district, as you just saw there.
Yeah, dozens are calling it quits in Macon County.
Beautiful day outside, if you like it warm and humid.
Oh, it was so muggy out there.
Okay, Rex Hodge has that story for us on the districts.
41 teachers have retired here in the Macon County School District following the pandemic year. The superintendent says all the positions have been filled at this point except for 14.
Superintendent Chris Baldwin says all 41 retiring teachers are eligible for retirement with their years of service or age. In the school year prior to the pandemic, Macon schools saw 13 teacher retirements. Baldwin attributes some of the retirements to the challenges of teaching during the pandemic, virtual instruction, and impacts on home life. He says ongoing exit interviews will reveal more details. The exodus leaves the challenge of hiring new teachers, especially with the new school year about to begin next month. Baldwin says most positions are filled at this point, with 14 left to fill.
Obviously, those 14 positions the principals are still working through. So as they interview applicants, we're going to try to find the best people that we can.
By contrast, the Haywood County School District says its teacher retirement number is in the average range. Graham County had just 1 teacher retirement due to COVID. Macon faced a combination of the pandemic and long-term teaching staff, adding up, the superintendent says, to a significant challenge.
The new school year starts up again here in Macon County on August 23rd.
There are some things in life people feel very strongly about. In Italy, it's pizza, and in England, it's fish and chips. I'm Jay Siltzer. This is your morning cup of Jay. Some UK residents are not at all happy with Domino's. The pizza chain launched a fish and chips pizza in Japan, but backlash made its way back to the UK. One person accuses the chain of inventing a dish that insults England and Italy at the same time. Now Domino's is apologizing. The listed ingredients include, get this, fish, lemon, and potato slices with a tartar and tomato base. A group of Burger King employees in Nebraska had enough. They decided to walk out on the same day and left a message for their employer. On the sign outside the restaurant, the marquee reads, "We all quit, sorry for the inconvenience." After about 6 hours, the "We all quit" sign was replaced with "Now hiring flexible schedules." Paris Hilton is premiering a new cooking show on Netflix. However, the 6-part series will not focus on her expertise in the kitchen. It will instead highlight her lack of cooking skills. The series is inspired by a viral YouTube video she posted a while back. Paris tried to make lasagna in the tutorial, and it went about as well as you would expect. I'm Jay Siltzer. That's your Morning Cup of Jay. Have a great day.